You have a question? Oh, yes, I have an answer. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. This is another episode of Ask James. Let's get to it. Okay, here's this email. It's a little bit lengthy, so let's work our way through it. Here we go. Hello, James. I need some advice on this particular situation that has been bothering me for the past month. Just recently, I ended my friendship with my so-called best friend of 7 years. Ever since middle school, he was my ride or die. I was always there for him in times of need, and he was also there for me in most cases. Almost 2 months ago, we both went to each other's senior prom, and I noticed the guy I've been friends with for the longest has suddenly changed. When it came to his prom, I did exactly everything that he told me to do, to the point that I wasted money on a dress and heels that he changed his mind on at the last minute of the shopping process, to where he had to buy me a new pair of heels and dress for me. I was like, fine, he's my best friend, and this is his prom, and I want to make him happy, so I'm willing to do anything. Because this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience anyway. I was glad that he had an awesome time because he has been through a lot within the past year. Now, I was ready for my prom that took place the week after his. And James, we made an agreement about him not wearing makeup to my pre-prom party. And he can just put it on once we got into the limo, or my sister was willing to do it for him after my family was finished taking pictures. At first, he agreed to it, saying that if he's not going to wear makeup at his pre-prom party with his family, then he'll do the same for mine. So I was like, cool, we're both on the same page and everything is going to run smoothly. A couple of days before my prom, he told me that he was going to wear makeup at the pre-prom party. I said, didn't we make an agreement to each other? His response was, my family is my family, and if you're a real friend, then you wouldn't care what your family thinks of me wearing makeup anyway. And that baffled me. To know that when it comes to his family, he's going to respect them, which he should, of course, but when it comes to mine, it was like a big old fuck you in the face. He explained to me that he's trying to step into his femininity and do him, which I'm fine with, and I'm going to have to respect it. I said that, my family is not going to have all of that. And by saying that, he just went complete ape shit on me. He told me that he won't go to the prom with me and he can just stay home. So I went to his house, unexpected, with my father and confronted him on the bullshit he said. From then, I knew he was full of shit. And the guy, so-called my best friend, is not my best friend anymore. Eventually, his mother and sister did make him go to the prom with me, and he didn't wear any makeup at all. The whole entire night, we had some tension, but I tried to be the bigger person, although in the back of my head, I couldn't stop thinking about what happened prior. After prom, I deleted his number and blocked him because I felt that I had been through so much with him, and I don't want no toxic friendships, especially that I'm starting this new journey life called adulthood. My family totally agrees with my decision, while my best friend, who is our best friend as well, said I should try to rekindle my friendship with him. It's been almost 2 months now that I haven't spoke to him, and I don't know if I should keep it pushing and find a new friend that's going to respect me, or actually try to rekindle this friendship I used to have with him. Thank you. Sincerely, your loyal little 18-year-old subscriber. Okay, I got a lot to say about this. But you already know the answer. Okay? You already know the answer. You already know that I am not even getting ready to have this with him at all. And I've said it before. I always uphold the LGBTQ community when we are right, but I will not stand behind bullshit when we are wrong. And my darling, he's wrong. He's not your friend. He's self-centered little queen is what he is. And absolutely out of order. Now, the whole thing is, we're not going to even play this game of we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Okay, we're going to the prom. And I don't even know if it's a whole thing of just respecting his family. His family wasn't going for him going to the prom and wearing makeup and being femmed out. And you rolled with everything with your family and did what your family wanted, and that was fine. And then when it came to my family, you flipped the script, and all of a sudden you want to be RuPaul at my prom. No. Where's that? I mean, it's just wrong. That's wrong. And the respect that he has for his family, he should actually have for your family. If you're just that one of those gays who is saying, this is me, turn the lights on, and that's it. It should be like that all the time. Not when it's to your benefit and not to someone else's benefit. That was wrong. And like I said, not a friend. That's a bitch just trying to take the spotlight from somebody else. I hate to say it, but that's what it is. Hey, look at me. That's what that's all about. This ain't even about you and your truth and standing in your truth. This is about you trying to be that bitch. And you're not going to be that bitch at my expense on my day. Because when the prom is your special day. That was your prom. It was your special day. So don't nobody need to look at you. Whoever you're actually on the date with for your prom, they are like an accessory. And I've always felt that way. And you know, I've made a million prom gowns and did all. Whoever goes to the prom, would you rather it be the girls' prom or the boys' prom? Whoever the date is, they are an accessory, like a bracelet or a pair of earrings. It is my day. I want my pictures and things my way. I want things to go the way I want them to go because these are my memories that I'm creating. These are pictures that I'm going to look back because I look back at my prom pictures now. I'm 45 years old, and I still look back at my prom pictures, and I remember the great time that I actually had. And I went to the prom with one of my really, really good friends. Her name is Christy. Shout out to Christy Ware if she's anywhere out there and sees this video. But me and Christy went to the prom, and she was a fantastic one. I didn't even want to go to the prom. My friends, they talked me into doing it. But my school actually had an 11th grade prom and not a senior prom. It was a junior prom. I didn't go until my senior year. Christy had actually already went in the 11th grade. So naturally, whenever it came and we decided to go, and that's who I decided I was going to take as my date, I paid for everything for Christy because that was only the right thing to do. It wasn't right for her mother to try to scrape up and get things, you know, for her to go to the prom. And my mother felt that way. My mother was like, no, that's not, you know, I wouldn't do that. So we took care of everything. I actually made her gown. But again, you know, it wasn't no cheaper than if we'd have bought it. I got the best fabric and the best, we did what was done, but we did it. We took it on, took the cost of it on and made sure she had everything for the prom, after prom, you know, makeup, hair, all of that. And she was very much in a position where she turned everything over. James, you pick the colors, you pick the style of the dress. And she gave up too much of the creative freedom. But again, I'm a fashion student and all of that. So she knew she was going to be the shit and she just turned it over. But I didn't, you know, force what I wanted, but she just said, let's do whatever it is you want to do. So I literally picked everything, but I definitely would have let her pick and choose because she was my friend. And, you know, we didn't have any struggles, and there shouldn't have been any struggles with your situation at all. Just like you played all that game with him and you had to get a whole nother gown and all. That child, honey, I could just imagine if you really opened up and started talking about some other things that have gone on in that 7 years of friendship. He's probably been leading you around by the nose all this time. He seems to be very spoiled and very self-centered and not very friendly at all. Y'all probably have a good time. He probably cracks jokes and y'all, that kind of thing. But as far as friendliness and loyalty, baby, I'm not seeing it. So this is what I'm going to tell you. It's no big deal about what to do. It's no big deal about feeling bad about anything. It's already done. You can't unring the bell. Y'all are not friends anymore, and you've escaped that bullet. Keep pushing. You do not need to be friends with him. Not at all. You'll probably miss some of the things that y'all did together, but guess what, honey? There's 1,000 gays out there that you're going to run into if you just have to have a gay friend, honey. I promise you. You'll find yourself a new pocket gay, honey, because that one was tearing up the fabric in your pocket, honey. He's not a friend. Not a friend at all. And your family is actually right. And no, I cannot sit around and uphold that behavior. That's horrible LGBTQ behavior. He's going with someone who is comfortable with him, who is an advocate for him, and really doing the fucking most. That's not good. That's not cool. And you don't do those things to a friend. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. You're in a good place. Stay in that place. You don't need any toxic friendships. And my darling, that was a toxic friendship. I'm sure your dad wanted to beat the shit out of him. But thank goodness he has a decent family and they actually made him go. But I wouldn't even went there. And you know, I didn't understand that at all. I wouldn't have went there. I'd have went stag to prom before I'd have went with him. Ain't no way. He could have wore as much makeup as he wanted and sat on his fucking porch. I would have took him nowhere. I'd have went alone or took a cousin or something. I wouldn't did it. I wouldn't did it. I don't even think he deserved to even enjoy the party. Probably didn't enjoy it. Probably was some foolishness. He probably was being shady and everything. Oh no, baby, I wouldn't have did it. I'd have left that ass right on the porch. He'd have heard about what happened at the prom because he wouldn't have been there. But anyway, kudos to your family. Kudos to his family. And I love the way that they actually handled it, and it didn't become a tug of war. His family realized that that was wrong, and your family did as well, and they actually approached it like adults and didn't go over there, give a shotgun alley, honey, because that could have went really, really badly. But yeah, kudos to your people, and kudos to his people. The only one in this situation is ridiculous was him, and he's the one that should be the one that's at a loss. He lost a good friend, and shame on him. Don't you go back into that friendship, honey. Find you a new pocket gay. Period. All right, I hope this helps. And thank you for writing in, and thank you for rolling with me, baby, my 18-year-old baby. Congratulations, and enjoy yourself in college, honey. Go on out there and make us proud, girl. All right, later. You have something you need to get off your chest or something you need some help with? I'll give it my best shot. Send me an email to spillitboy@gmail.com, and in the title line, you want to put Hey James to make sure that I actually see it. If you don't put Hey James in the subject line, I'm not going to see it. It's going to continue to be an issue. So send me an email and we'll talk about it. Later.